Good morning. It's Karen Curry Parker here with your weekly Human Design Evolution Report. I'm coming to you from the North Woods where my daughter and I are hanging out, mostly because we're escaping a broken hot water heater for the week. So the plumber is hopefully fixing our water heater at home, and we are here enjoying the beauty of crisp, clean air and trees and birds, and giving our dogs the freedom to run around for a little bit. I wanted to start this week with a reminder of where we are in the creative quarter of the year. The Human Design year has 4 creative quarters. This creative quarter is called the quarter of the template. It's a quarter where the sun transits through every one of the gates in the throat center. And so words during this quarter are extremely important. The language that we use, the words that we use, set the tone and the direction for where we're headed, and they begin the process of creating a template, literally, for action and inspiration and creation that moves us forward in our creative process for the rest of the year. This is a very interesting cycle within which to have a Mercury retrograde, which starts on Thursday, but more about that in a minute. The sun is moving in the gate 12, which is a gate that I like to call the gate of the channel because it's a place where we kind of plug into super consciousness. It's a place where we plug in the chart to the flow of abundance that comes when we are connected to source. And when our connection to source is deep and strong, it's like our words become this prayer field that we create within. And when our words are disconnected from source, when we are feeling emotional, and that's not saying that emotional is bad. I'm saying emotional that comes as a result of feeling disconnected from abundance, disconnected from source. When we're in that lower expression of emotional energy, this is words that have the power to destroy, to hurt, to struggle with clarity. And struggling with clarity is a big theme we have going on for the next couple of weeks. So if you're feeling like you're stuck in cosmic goo, don't worry, it's normal right now. We're in a massive, massive retrograde cycle. We have almost 6 planets in retrograde. We'll have 6 in retrograde once Mercury goes retrograde, and it causes us to feel like we're stuck and we're not really able to get our mojo going, and we don't necessarily have clarity, and it's okay. This feeling level is going to get worse before it gets better, and it's because we're not supposed to be speaking into form things that we haven't given enough attention, energy to make sure that the form that we're speaking into is adequate, is abundant, is transformative, elevates people, lifts them up, lifts yourself up into stepping into the potential of a new dream, a new reality, a disruption of the past patterns, and an evolution of a new pattern that brings about, ultimately, a higher expression of self-love and compassion. So let me break this down. The gate 12 in traditional human design is called caution. It's an energy that has the power to be articulate and eloquent and graceful or not. The grace of this gate comes from timing and the receptivity of the people you're talking to. So this week, when you're talking to someone and you're trying to say or explain or share something and you can't quite get the words out, that's kind of the fail-safe mechanism of this gate. It doesn't give us the eloquence if the timing is wrong, or if you're trying to share something profound with someone who's not ready to receive it yet. So be mindful this week if people aren't getting what you're saying, or if you're really trying to find the words and it's not working, that may be the gate 12 at play. When the timing is right, and this is all about timing because it's transformational energy, when the timing is right and you're with the right receptive person, then the words flow, and the ability for you to be in the flow of the abundant nature of what you want to create, what you want to transform, what you want to change gets amplified. So recognize this week, if you're trying to share something and it's like not coming out, it's not quite being as clear and beautiful as you feel it inside of yourself, that maybe part of what's happening here is timing. This becomes very important when we start to realize that the earth is transiting through the gate 11, the gate that I like to call the gate of the Conceptualist. This is a gate that brings us tremendous ideas, lots and lots of ideas, more ideas than you'll ever be able to manifest in a lifetime. The purpose of these ideas is not for you to go make them all happen. And that can sometimes be frustrating and disappointing or overwhelming. And the potential for overwhelm is huge with this energy. The purpose of this energy is for us to begin the process of imagining, of conceptualizing new possibilities, new stories, new potentials for our human story, both individually and collectively. But if we're approaching those ideas as if they are the idea, and we are not allowing us to see that this is just a potential, a conceptual idea, a concept we are throwing out into the world to explore, to contemplate, to play with back and forth with each other, to inspire each other with the potential of our ideas, and then to use that inspiration to elevate our emotional frequency and to influence the timing of the possibility of those ideas becoming manifest, and letting go of the need for us, at least at this point. I'm not saying it doesn't come eventually, but to let go of the need to figure out how we're going to make the ideas happen. Right now, we just need to know that we want those outcomes. We want those ideas to be true. We want the energy that we feel when we imagine the fulfillment of these ideas. But the fulfillment piece isn't happening yet. Okay? There's still things that need to be taken down, infrastructures that need to be disassembled, things that are out of alignment with abundance that need to be removed. And that's very much where we are right now. And we're in this sort of destructive sort of cycle. It's a destructive cycle that removes things out of the way that are no longer working. So don't panic about the word destructive. It's a cycle that we're still in this disassembling the things that are not working. And while that disassembling is happening, we're dreaming, we're conceptualizing, we're engaging in conversations that explore possibilities. And it's not quite time yet to act. It's still time to listen. It's still time to hear. It's still time to share ideas and potentials. It's still time to explore in great depth, with love and compassion, the language that we're using, and making sure that the language that we're using that becomes the template for what we build matches the intention of what it is our hearts are desiring for not only our personal story, but for our collective story. The dogs are running free, I told you. So I'm going to stop this video and wish you have a great week. Watch your language. Take your time, and if the word flow isn't happening, don't push it. Know that you might not be in the right timing for the sharing of what you want to share. Use your words to lift up, to inspire, to bring people closer to abundance, and hang on tight, because you're going to get another video from me that's going to be all about Mercury retrograde, which starts on Thursday, which is going to be another place where we're going to explore language. So have a great one.